Now, the ban on drumming and noise making enters a third day today. Mark Solagbagba has been speaking to Nuumo Blafo, a traditional priest, on how important the ban is to the development of the Ghana state.
On drumming and noise making, is it supposed to make the gods, be at rest, or what exactly is the significance?
You see, when you are seriously engaged in farming activities, at what point and at what time would you get to go doing parties, funerals, enjoying yourself and all that? You understand? In fact, if you are a farmer, you know the farming season.
Okay.
And you know the period before the farming season, and you know the activities that you engage in before you even go and plant. So when you are engaged in all these activities, you need all the time, the concentration and all for you to be able to concentrate on the farming activities. And during this time too is when we, the priests and the priestesses and others, we go into what we call our gbachun occasionally to pray for good harvest, to pray for the good of the state, the country at large. Before, when we guys started observing this period, we didn't have even the Gold Coast. So now that we are of a collective part of a whole, whatever we do, we don't look at us as Ghanaians alone to benefit, but we look at the generality of Ghanaians and everybody as at least also to have or to benefit from it. If you look at it this way, imagine that there are problems around us. Would we be safe? We ourselves won't be safe. We wouldn't have that peace of mind to even engage in our trading activities or our fishing activities. Ghana communities or the Mashie area is predominantly a fishing community. So if there are fights all over, around us, do you think we will have that peace of mind to even engage in any activity at all, productive activity, There wouldn't be. So when we pray, we don't just pray for Ghana alone, but we pray for the collective whole. That is the Ghana as a whole. And even maybe if we can reach to God to even spare the world of certain catastrophes, yes, we pray so that at least there will be general peace everywhere, so that we can also have some peace to live and go about our normal activities.
Okay. One of the challenges of enforcing this ban is sometimes people who arrogate to themselves powers that they do not deserve. They just gather and then form their own task force and then go around enforcing that people do not make noise. But in the release from the AMA, we saw that now you have accredited members of the Traditional Council who are supposed to do that, and then the AMA personnel and then some other people. How are you also dealing with the possibility of people who are not empowered to enforce the law arrogating to themselves, those powers?
You see, these are issues that normally borders on how people will actually comply, and even utterances from people. Because, for example, maybe somebody in somewhere like Ablekuma, for example, may not be part of the task force. But then, if you are there and you are going contrary to what the rule says, that doesn't mean that person cannot stop you.
Okay.
That person can stop you, all right. But you see, where we have the problem is where people will go seizing people's things, and at the end of the day, nobody knows where they take it to. Because it's supposed to be returned to the person after the ban has been lifted, and you, the person, have come and performed, some rights are performed for you. Some fines will be taken from you. But it's also like the fines that are taken.
Mark Solagbagba there with Nuumo Blafo.